Hey guys, welcome back to Professional Weekenders YouTube channel. Today we're here in Istanbul, Turkey, and today we're going on a day excursion to Troy. It's going to be a ton of fun, so make sure to stick around, check it out, hit that subscribe button, and let's go.
Let's go.
Alright guys, so like I said, we are going to Troy today, so we booked our tour through Viator. This is not sponsored by them, but if you want to book the same tour, we'll put a link in the description down below. We do have an affiliates link, so if you book through that affiliates link, we do get a small commission. We appreciate that. Unfortunately, the hotel that we stayed at is on a pedestrian-only street, so because we're meeting with a larger group of folks, they had us walk down the street here to a nearby hotel. So this is the Zeynep Sultan Hotel. This is not where we're staying, but this is where we're being picked up today. So it's currently 6:15 in the morning. Our ride's supposed to be here sometime between 6:30 and 7 o'clock. And it's gonna be basically an all-day thing. We got several hour bus ride out to Troy, ferry crossing, all kinds of stuff. It's gonna be quite the adventure. And we're gonna get to see one of the replicas of the Trojan horse. I'm super excited. So let's get going.
Hi guys, like Lewis said, we're in the good old Istanbul today. It's a little chilly, a little windy, but it's gonna be a good day. And right behind us is the Grand Mosque, so you know, go check out that video. That was a banger. Good times there, and yeah, that's that. Hopefully this is us, our bus. So that wasn't our bus, but anyway, super excited about going to Troy. It's gonna be a long bus ride, but we'll do all the things along the way. Let's go on the bus. We made it.
6:35.
Yay.
It's a quick pit stop for some gas and bathrooms. And at the gas station here, Christine got herself some treats. What did we get? Biscrum. What is that?
I think either Nutella or chocolate, I can't tell.
How is it?
Good, crunchy.
Oh, it's like a crunchy cookie with like Nutella in there. I also picked up these as like a pastry cake. The thing is, it's not pre-cut, so you got to rip off pieces, but it is tasty.
Much later.
Now we've stopped at EGHBFW for lunch. You ready for lunch? How's your soup? Is it lentils?
No, I think chicken.
Huh?
Chicken.
Chicken? No, there's not any chicken in there. Just like, huh?
Yes, there is.
Okay, mine just got like, I don't know, like bean sprouts or something.
Those are not bean sprouts. What's wrong with you? I think we're a little tired.
Someone's sleeping on the bus.
You, I didn't sleep.
Not me, I'm awake. I'm an awake kid. Been awake all day. And lunch is at the table.
So, rice, lamb, chicken,
French fries, and tomatoes. Back on the bus, different bus. So that way we can travel on the ferry over to Troy. We're gonna go invade the city.
Don't say that. And I'm being your horse.
No, we got a ferry.
I got yeah.
With this van, it's a modern day horse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They won't know that we're in here.
Don't know about that.
Here we are on the ferry.
So the allies decided to land. Who is the allies?
British, Australians,
Passport and something. So
Yeah.
Makes
you
you
can
laugh.
go upstairs.
Get your sea legs on.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose something.
It is windy.
Yeah.
So, I gotta carry my hat before I lose it, but we just left Europe. Now we're on a massive 10-minute journey over to Asia. So there is Asia. And they talk about the forts. So there's one fort there. There's another fort over there. Let's see if we can see it. So we are currently crossing the Danellis Strait. So this is like a major choke point here up to the between the Aegean Sea and like the Black Sea. So everything, so it's like a big part economically for the region. And obviously we just left Gallipoli. So this is kind of where World War I had a lot of major routes and a lot of big battles were all fought right in this area. So a lot of history, and that's why even today we just saw a Turkish destroyer destroyer goes straight down the straight here too. Okay, so there's that fort that I was talking about. It's actually a really neat looking fort with the round turrets and everything, round wall there. But yeah, it's a rough, windy day out here. Seas, probably like 3 feet seas. But the period's gonna be like a half second on these, so very choppy. Actually, this boat's doing not too bad though. But I would not want to be crossing this on a jet ski, particularly just because it's cold. It's a little, I mean, I guess it's not that cold. The temperature is about 68 degrees today, end of September. And I saw on my weather app that the water temperature is about 72, so really not too bad. You could do it. But used to that Florida weather. And so we're getting close to the other side. There's the other fort now, but they told us to be back in the van before we made landfall, so I got to get down there quick. We can actually see a couple more Turkish Navy vessels. There's a couple submarines, and I don't know, is that the frigate or something? Maybe it's just one submarine and some other type of boat. I wonder if those are museum pieces, because they don't look very modern. Now we've made it to the horse, the Trojan horse. So this is the actual screen-used horse from the movie Troy with Brad Pitt. So our guide made the joke. The film wasn't actually made here. It was made over in Morocco. And then after they got done filming, they gifted the horse here back to Turkey as a gift. And they said they made the mistake twice now bringing the horse into the city. But they checked this time and there were no Greek soldiers inside.
How many soldiers did you think could fit in there?
Not very many.
Yeah.
But if they were like Navy SEALs, Greeks maybe.
Yes, but I stopped this.
All right, now we've arrived at the historic city of Troy, so we're gonna go take a look at some of the archaeological artifacts. And I think again they have a more accurate representation of what the actual Trojan horse looked like here as well. Here is the other Trojan horse. So I think this one's a little bit more historically accurate. But what gets me about this though is like you can clearly see the windows and like there's like a house on top of it. Like if this thing like showed up at your doorstep and you're like, that must be a gift. I think we'll bring that inside. There's clearly nobody inside there. Obviously, I would not let this thing inside my city walls.
I mean, honestly, I thought it would be bigger. I don't know how you fit, all those soldiers in that little horse. I mean, it's a big horse, but it's still people. So what do they do? Stack them? I don't get it. Comment down below if you think I'm right. Looks like you could have gone in there one time, but it's closed due to repairs. So, ding dang.
So Troy 1, the sea was very close. Troy 2 a little bit further, Troy 3 little. So this all became marshland.
Okay, so basically our guide was telling us that there are like 9 different cities at Troy that were built over the centuries, just one on top of another due to the rising sea levels or whatever, I guess, the encroachment and erosion, that sort of thing. I guess by the time they get to the last one, they didn't even, there wasn't even a city here anymore, which is why they had to do all these excavations. So we're about to go check out some of these ongoing excavations now. And right now, as we're heading over there, we can even see some of the Roman columns. And basically, too, he also was mentioning that Troy was a very wealthy town, trading town. This was obviously a big choke point for heading up to the Black Sea and out to the Mediterranean. So all the traders and everything would have to stop here on their sailboats because they waited for favorable winds. So a lot of money kind of got spent in this town during that time. And here we are walking over the ruins now. All right, so they're saying that basically the excavations are still ongoing, and that they expect probably about another 150 years worth of work until they fully uncover everything that there is to see here. And here we can get a closer look at the stonework from all those years ago. And even here you can see the expansion of the city. So this is about 150 years older than what's over there on the left. And so what you see on the left is obviously got a lot closer, tighter joints. So improvements in technology and craftsmanship. So they're saying that this wall is 2,700 years old. They also talked about the difference here in the stone. So here on the left is the older city wall, and that was built of limestone, versus on the right here is sandstone. So sandstone was easier and more readily available, and this is post Trojan War, so they weren't so concerned about fortifications, whereas before the war they needed the heavier stones from further away. On top of the mountain, and look at this view. Spectacular. So So you can, it's super windy, but hopefully you can still hear me. You see how far away the sea is from here. And basically all this water, I guess so the water receded. So that's why we're further away from the water than previously expected. Why it took so long for them to find this place. They expected it to be right on the ocean or right on the sea. Your hair is looking very fiery. Like Hades hair.
Appropriate.
Okay, fine, I'm cool, I'm fine.
Okay, so this is part of the ceiling of the Temple of Athena. So I clearly have never read the Homer's Odyssey and the Iliad, so there's a lot of history here that I don't know. So I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably know more about it than I do. So here you can get a look at some of the oldest walls in all of the city, and some of the ones there in the very center are sun-dried mud, made just basically mud and hay mixed together, and some of them date back as far as 4,000 years ago. On this side, you can see some of the bricks from the original excavation. So some of this, I guess the guy that originally found this place started digging. He was looking for treasure, and he just kind of made a mess of things, and that's why everything over here is just such a disarray. They just did not apparently do a good job with the original excavation. So since the original excavation, they've
this is
come back and
oldest
tried to do a
level,
little bit better.
Troy
That's why you
1.
see like what's more preserved
You're
behind
standing
me.
in front.
But here we are looking at that, the mound of rubble again. So basically, everything that's up on top here with all these nets and everything, this is all many layers of the city that developed over time. But when the original excavations came, they just kind of destroyed it all. But recently, underneath, they did find another level. So an even older part of the city that was previously not even known to have existed. So they unfortunately haven't had time yet to dig into that, but they're expected to continue excavate. They're expected to continue excavation next year. And here you can see exactly again just how far away the city is from the water. All right, and here you kind of see this big trench that's cut out too. So again, this is all part of that initial excavation where they're looking for the gold and just all the different layers of history that they destroyed, just cutting this deep scar all the way through the entire site. You can see the valley that it's created up there, all in the attempt to find the gold that they never found.
No, he did find some.
Well, it wasn't here, right?
Oh, it wasn't like right here, but we found some over the side of his head.
Okay. Yeah, so through this trench you can see the different markers that denote the different layers. So there's 9 up there, 4, 3. This diagram depicts all the different layers of the city and the city walls. It's all the way from 1 or 0 up to 10. Wait. Yeah?
This is also where he found the gold too.
What do you do with the gold?
He sold it.
It's stuck here for a while.
Okay, so there's the Trojan boat ramp she was talking about. Yeah, so apparently the gold got smuggled out as soon as they found it right over there in that valley. Smuggled it off to Turkey, ended up in Paris. And then,
No, it was Greece first. Greece then
so
Turkey.
no, sorry, yeah, went to Greece, ended up in Paris, and then was taken by the Russians during World War II, and now lives in Moscow.
So literally behind me is where the Trojan horse is built and moves, and then this is where the lady said, "Don't bring in the horse; it's not a good omen. It's not a gift." And yeah, that's that.
Yeah, so that's the actual gate where the horse came in.
Yeah.
And we're getting pretty close to the exterior of the entire settlement here, but right there, you can see some of the Roman plumbing pipes as well that were put down. So obviously over the years, many different cultures called this place home, from the Greeks, the Trojans, the Romans.
So allegedly, that is the temple burial place for Achilles. All right, y'all, so we are heading back to the bus. Troy was super cool. We are going to a local gift shop, not the official museum gift shop. I don't know why. But we're going to head over there and see what we can see. Let's go.
Christine didn't want to say, but the reason they were going to the other gift shop is that apparently the tour that we booked here, the guide owns a gift shop. So his family owns a gift shop, so we didn't have any time built into the schedule to visit the official one. He wants to take us to his family's, so that's where we're going.
Ready for the gift shop?
Let's go get your magnet.
Magnet. So Lewis found a magnet. We're gonna get that one. Very nice. Got all your jewelry pieces here. Get your replica of Achilles. That sounds fantastic. All right, guys. So for $15, we got 2 sodas, a little purse for Sophie, and a magnet. Not bad.
So actually it was $10.
$10 for $10. Got all that for $10.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I'm trying for the first time this little local drink here. I don't know, I've never had this before, but pretty much tastes like grape soda. It's good.
And not like the artificial grape, like the actual like grape soda. But I went with Sprite because obvious. Tastes real good too.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. I wish it was sponsored. I wish it was sponsored. One day. All right, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We had a really great time over here in Troy. So we were back on the ferry. We're heading back over to the Europe side to head on back to Istanbul. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Here's Louis with pro tips.
All right, guys. So here are your pro tips for visiting Troy from Istanbul for a day trip. Number one is it is rather far, so be prepared for a very long car ride. For us, it wasn't really too bad because we're so jet lagged anyways, we just slept through most of it, and I'm looking forward to sleeping through the second half as well, but just be prepared. Pro tip number two is with that, it probably is not a bad idea to go ahead and bring some headphones so you can watch some movies, some YouTube or whatever along the way. Maybe even like a travel neck pillow and everything so that way you can try to get some sleep along the way. Definitely would make the trip a lot better. And pro tip number three is if you do book through the link down below with the Viator, just keep in mind that the park entrance fees are not covered, and so you do need cash for that. They do, and they prefer euros, so it's 27 euros per person. I did have 55 euros on me and they gave me change, so you can get change as well. They also say you can pay the equivalent in another currency. Anyways, that's gonna do it for today, guys. Remember, hit the subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Really help us out. Next up, we're gonna explore more of Istanbul, so make sure you hit that subscribe button to follow along with that. And with that being said, we're out of here. We'll see you next weekend.
Bye.
They even made it accurate. It's a male horse.
Alright, guys. Up next, the gift shop. Well, you're not even in the shop.
You guys got a cane.
Je suis vraiment la touriste par excellence.
It's up for a
A real tourist. Wow!
They're so cute. Oh, the little goats.
But I really appreciate it. Really help us out. Stick along. All right.
Say that again.